Turning now to your forecast with forward meteorologist Kaylee Wentz. Tomorrow, is spring, but it doesn't really feel like it out there. It looks like it if you just, are looking out the window. Yeah.
If you look outside, yeah, it looks absolutely great. We've got lots of sunshine, but like Christy said, spring still one day away. We've got the countdown going for you, and of course, we're going to be really excited when it does finally arrive, even though temperatures aren't going to be changing. And of course, one day away, but this is still what it looks like for a lot of you if you're along that Lake Erie shoreline. Still a decent amount of ice coverage as you look out there. But this is how much is left, about 11%, a little bit over 11% actually of ice coverage, and it's right along that shoreline here in western New York. So if you do look outside your window like Cheryl did just a little while ago, you're still going to see a lot of ice. And in the next half hour, I'm going to show you actually a phenomenon that's happening on the ice today. It's really exciting stuff and not something we see very often. Now at this point, although we are one day away from spring, 32 degrees is where temperatures sit in the Buffalo metro region. We're a little bit warmer the further north you head, a little bit cooler the further south, but overall not a horrible day at all by any means, especially with all of the sunshine. It is a little bit breezy though, so that wind chill feels more like the 20s rather than the 30s, so that's probably the one downside to today's forecast. Now wind speeds are going to be ramping up in the coming days. Both Tuesday and Wednesday will feel a bit windier, so of course wind chill is going to continue to be a factor. But outside of that, most of you will have conditions that are really similar to what we're experiencing right now for the next several days. The exception is going to be south of the city of Buffalo, close to McKean and Potter County, not even the southern tier, just northern Pennsylvania. And this system is the reason why. Of course, right now it's moving towards Indianapolis, making its way closer and closer to the region. And here's the timing on when it will finally arrive. Now, the hour-by-hour model, we kind of whip through the remainder of the evening tonight because it is very, very quiet out there. By early tomorrow morning, we'll have a little bit of cloud cover skirt that Lake Ontario shoreline and McKean and Potter County, so that New York-Pennsylvania state line. Now, as we get into the afternoon tomorrow and into the evening especially, watch what happens with that system. It moves towards State College, PA. It moves up towards Cleveland, and it brings snow showers to portions of McKean and Potter County. But notice, right where that imaginary line is that splits up the states, it is really going to keep it well south of the region. So even those of you in Jamestown, in Olean, in Wellsville, you're not looking at any snow. Who's going to see the snow is places like Bradford and Coudersport, and even that snow is going to be minimal, between about 1 and 2 inches of that slushy, heavy, accumulating snowfall on the ground. Outside of that, though, again, a beautiful forecast for the next several days, if you don't mind the cold and the sunshine. For tonight, here's a recap. Mainly clear skies are expected, but overall pretty chilly because of the lack of cloud cover and because of those light winds. We're talking radiational cooling, and that means 10 degrees for those of you across the southern tier, 20 degrees for those of you closer to the Buffalo metro. Now for tomorrow, mostly sunny, a bit breezy, but clouds will increase late. That's really the one exception to that beautiful sunny forecast we're talking about, and it's because of that system I just showed you. So no precip expected, no rain, no snow for 99% of you, but we will see a bit of clouds increasing as we get towards tomorrow evening. Now for Wednesday, we'll have a little bit of cloud cover around, and really throughout the remainder of the work week, we're looking at a little bit of cloud cover, but overall increasing temperatures. By the time we get to Saturday and Sunday, we're talking close to 40 degrees for the high, so closer to average than what we are seeing at least right now. But the weekend has a lot of uncertainty in terms of snow or sun, and that's because models are varying on what they're putting into our area. So we could see some snow, we could see some sunshine, and of course as we get closer and become a little bit more confident in the forecast, we will keep you updated.